I'm just continuing to follow this book. It's been invaluable for just looking up at wherever I'm at and what's available. Now 180 out of Silver City takes you up to Pueblo campground. It's just a Forest Service campground where we're going to be finding gem quality sunstones, pegmatites. Now I'm headed down Forest Road 232 to the old frontier town of Blue. I'm not going to make it. There's a campground down here I'm going to stop at. I haven't seen anybody for about 4 hours now, and I realize this isn't for everybody. But if you want some world-class gems, these are the kind of things you have to do. We're in the middle of nowhere, so probably a good idea to go ahead and register. I doubt we're going to see anybody here at the Forest Service campground. Just a little area to camp in. That's ice. It's cold. Home sweet home for the next couple of days. We're going to be down this wash around that mountain up there. Now I'm walking down the wash in front of the Forest Service campground, Pueblo Creek, where the two washes meet, about a quarter mile down in a volcanic area here. And you see these volcanic rocks all over. Now in the gas pockets in them, you may be able to see a little shiny things. They're forming our pegmatites. And I'll break this open for you and let's see if we can find any. Seeing this rock that I've just broken up right at the tip of my finger, that's our pegmatite. These are sunstones being formed in gas pockets of igneous rock. I'll give you an idea of the size of some of these on my ring, and they get much bigger. Now you have a couple of choices to work. One is to pound rocks, and the trouble with that is sometimes you break your stone when you're doing that. The other is to screen the wash. Walk down the wash and look for something shiny. And just up the wash, probably out of this rock, see that? Sunstone crystal. Just as clear, beautiful. Now you can use the action of water just like we do in the gold mining and get behind one of these big rocks like we just broke apart. I'm gonna take and sift the dirt here, and you'll see the shiny sunstones coming right out. Now the problem with that is you can't see them very good, and I realize that. So what you need to do is screen your material down to the size sunstone you want to find. And I want mine that size or bigger, so that's what I'm going to screen. And you never know what you'll find by just looking. While we were screening, I just happened to look over, and by my foot here, look at that. This is really rugged terrain if you come out here. As you can see, the Pueblo Forest camp check-in is right there. All you do is cross the creek and we're camped right at the lip here, and anywhere along the creek and the washes draining in it, you'll find gem quality sunstones, and you might just find a lunker like this. Well, I'm back home at my little workstation here for cutting gems. Now this faceting machine is older than I am, so it's a little more art than science. Now I'll weigh a few of the gems that we found out there so you can get an idea. Let's see. This is a carat weight. 652. 2 259 261. Of course, the big one goes off the scale at 90 carats. And what I'm cutting to is a diagram here. I've cut the pavilion, or the bottom of the stone, and I'll show you how you cut on a lapidary machine. All it is a grinding wheel with our stone on the end of what's called a dop stick. And per the diagram, it's giving us angles to cut and certain numbers. And what we're going to do is we set our angle here on this index. See, mine's wore out. It's this is quite old machinery. And once we have our angle set, then we just go around on the numbers to whatever the diagram is, or our own diagram if we've made something up and we're going to cut it. And this is what our cut stone's going to look like. Some of these are quite valuable, especially when they're in the reds and the pinks. And that's it, sunstones.